Hi everyone, this is Tim and Chris coming to you from Lake Naivasha in East Africa. We're actually standing here in Kenya, where we've been serving with Wycliffe Bible translators for, in Kenya for the last 5 years, and then prior to that, we've been serving in Tanzania for 18 years. And we've got some big news for you today, so we're excited to fill you in on some happy news that's going to be happening in our lives in the next few weeks, actually. I don't know if we can say few weeks, maybe in the next month. Something big is happening in July. You want to tell them?
Well, we are, for the first time in, I don't know how many years, taking a one-way ticket, which is really
First
weird.
time in 23 years, I think.
We're heading back to the States, and it's not because we're quitting or anything like that. We're not
We're not quitting
retiring.
Wycliffe, is quite the opposite.
We need to explain that to you in this video today, what's happening with Tim and Chris.
We are not quitting Wycliffe. We're actually expanding our role within Wycliffe. And it's so exciting for us that God has revealed to us what our next role within the organization is going to be. We're staying with Bible translation. We're staying with a focus on translating scripture for Tanzania. So that's gives us such joy to be able to not walk away from that task. The focus is on the Pimbwe people at the moment, and Tim is a translation advisor for them. But we are adding a role that excites our hearts, and it's the fact that Wycliffe has asked us to join the Wycliffe USA Care Team. You want to explain what the care team is?
Yeah, we get to support USA-based missionaries that will be going out all over the world.
Yeah.
And we will be a support network for them. Basically, when they are out on the field, when they come back on their home assignments, we will be helping them by enabling them with the resources they need while they're on home assignment. We will be encouraging them, doing a debrief, things like that, where the kinds of things that we've really appreciated coming from Wycliffe while we've been on the field.
Yeah, and that's the exciting thing for us is we remember needing these a support network behind us, and we get to be that now, and it just feels so fitting for us after serving in so many different roles, especially Tim as team leader. He's had experience with supporting all kinds of areas of Wycliffe, and now we get to be part of a group of people that keep missionaries healthy and encouraged and loved up in all areas that they might be serving in. And so Wycliffe, this is the crazy part. Tim said at the beginning here that we're buying one-way tickets back to America. We're actually leaving on July 19th. And the crazy thing is, number one, we have smiles on our faces. That's crazy that we are not feeling like this is something we want to weep about, or this isn't coming to us as a grieving thing.
I mean, it's 20 years in different roles, but always in East Africa, and more than 20
we're
years.
Going to miss it.
And so we're really, praising God that He has given us such an encouraging spirit as it relates to transitioning to now being stationed stateside.
Yeah, we're certainly feeling sentimental about East Africa, but what's neat about it is God has given us such a joy connected. I think confidence would be the word. When Wycliffe made this proposal to us of us joining the care team, it struck us. We feel enthusiastic about combining a role like this with Wycliffe with translation work for Tanzania, and so we're leaving East Africa in just a matter of weeks here with you might call a skip in our step, and some excitement about what the Lord has for us next. We're going to be. Do you want to go into what our timetable?
Well, basically, we've got to really pack up and I mean 20 some years of stuff that we've accumulated
Mm-hmm.
here, and sell all that we have here, and make our way back. And it's going to be like starting over again,
Mm-hmm.
like when we were, newlyweds or something. But we're basically going to establish ourselves stateside, and immediately upon arrival, the focus is going to be
Marrying
on
off our
our
daughter.
daughter. Tirza is getting married in early September, and so we're going to focus on that, of course.
Yep.
But there's going to be training, and there's going to be I'm fairly certain that our budget that we need to have in place for
It'll be a
living
little bit
stateside will
higher
be a little higher. So
than
we may
living in Africa.
begin some partnership development, and there will be some other things that we have to do before we'll be actually in the role. But thankfully, uh, we have a group like you that has been behind us all the way, and we're quite confident in God's plan, and we're trusting and faithful that He's going to pull this all together.
Yeah. Um, there's so much to say. I think one of the things we want to communicate is how thankful we are for to all of you who have been so faithful to be on our team through our years in East Africa, and we really want all of you to picture um, yourselves continuing with us in the task of Bible translation. And
You've seen our roles expand again and again. We started with just one language group.
yeah,
When we moved to Musoma to be manager there, over 8 groups. That was expanding our influence. Again, we went to our Rift Valley Academy, where we're serving missionaries across the entire continent of Africa while continuing Bible translation with one group. And now the missionaries that we'll be serving all over the world. And it's just, you've been on that journey with us, and we want you to continue. And we're prayerful that that this will just be one more step, and the fact that we'll be living stateside is going to be the big adjustment for us. I think
it's true.
why we expect that this is such a big announcement is that we're feeling it. We're feeling that we've come to love living in East Africa, and so it's going to be quite an adjustment moving to the States. But the work continues, and we're expanding, and God has increasing our reach of our ministry, and so it's really fun to have you on this journey with us.